Alright, what's up everybody? Well, this is going to be quite exciting. We're starting a second reaction show on this channel today. I only recently started, doing these type of reaction videos, and of course I started out with Attack on Titan, so if you're new here, then I also am reacting to that show if you're interested. But yeah, today we're going to be starting with Squid Game, and I know that Squid Game, of course, has been this crazy hype, maybe for like a month or two now. I'm not sure exactly when it started or when it got released. However, that's the thing. I know nothing about this show yet. I've been purposefully trying to kind of stay away from all the details and stuff like that. I do know kind of what the general premise is. Some things are kind of unescapable, right? You're still going to hear about it regardless. The only thing that I basically know about this is that it's basically about like adults playing sort of like kids games. So I guess like tagging and things like that. And then they can somehow get killed in real life if they lose the game or whatever. So that's literally all that I know. I'm not sure really what the specifics are or whatever, but I'm super excited to get into it and to find out. But yeah, like usually I'm not really the kind of type to be jumping on bandwagons. So that's the thing. Like I didn't mind waiting a little bit longer for, I guess, kind of the hype to die down, because now most people have seen it and stuff, right? And there's not really as many people talking about it anymore. But that's completely cool with me. I just like doing things at my own pace. So yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. Of course, I just want to get into it and see what it's all about. I'm going to be obviously providing reviews at the end of every single episode. And if you are seeing this video on YouTube, that obviously means that I like the show and I plan on finishing it. I know it's only 9 episodes for this first season so far. So yeah, if I ended up liking it, then that means you're seeing this video on YouTube and we're going to be watching all 9 episodes, which also means that I'll be having 3 episodes early access on Patreon already. If you want to watch the next 3 episodes, you can do so, as well as full-length reactions if you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. Of course, for YouTube here, I have to do sort of like, edited versions with only about 10 minutes of the episode that I can show in total, maybe a little bit more than that. But yeah, if you want to watch the entire episodes along with me, like I said, and already want to check out the next 3 episodes, then you can do so on Patreon if you want. And then for now, I'd say let's actually get into this first episode of Squid Game.
우리 동네에선 그 노래를 오징어라고 불렀다. 마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에 붙은 이름이었다.
The grid looked like a squid.
규칙은 간단하다. 승리하기 위해선 공격자는 오징어 머리 위에 작은 선 안을 발로 찍어야 한다. 이때 수비자에 밀려 선을 밟거나 밖으로 나가면 죽는다.
You die.
그래, 죽는다.
I wonder what that means in this case. I'm guessing not actual death though.
순간 나는 세상을 다 가진 것처럼 행복했었다.
Is this... I wonder if this game is actually something that has always kind of, like, existed. Maybe in, like, South Korea, or if this is just something that they completely made up specifically for the show. It's probably the latter, but...
이거 뭐야? 나 주는 거야?
네 오늘 가영이 생일인 건 알지?
알지.
까먹지 말고 이따가 가가 저녁이라도 함께 사 먹여라.
요즘 물가가 얼마인데 이거 가지고 뭘 사 먹여? 내가 대리팀 것도 다 갖다 줬잖아.
아이고.
So he like lives with his mom and doesn't have a job or something, or what?
받은 한 달 이자도 안 된다.
Is he like acting like that on purpose, or he's acting a little bit like a kid still?
아니, 내 생일 맞는데. 비밀번호 바꾸셨네. 니네 엄마가 드디어 널 버렸다야.
It's kind of interesting how this guy, who I assume is our main character, really is like acting kind of super childish. His, like, the way he dresses as well with the cap on and stuff is a little bit like funny to me, but hope that doesn't sound too judgmental, but
오늘 우리 딸 생일. 요즘 너 노인네가 나보다 손녀를 더 끔찍히 챙긴다니까.
I wonder if by granddaughter that means he himself has a kid or if it's like one of his siblings. Is this what he used the money on? Yeah, that's what you get for gambling. Oh, well, I guess he's winning some money. Ah, so it is his daughter.
456만 원입니다.
예, 감사합니다. 생일 선물은 과연 뭘까요? 기대하시라. 너 진짜 깜짝 놀.
야, 기훈아.
Oh no.
야, 오랜만이네.
가영아.
Let me guess, these are like his bullies from high school or something. And they never left. It's so hilarious to me how this guy... It's like I'm watching still a high school student or something. Maybe more like primary school.
일단 이거 받으시고 나머지는 제가 다음 달까지 꼭.
Oh, there was a hole in the...
괜찮아요, 학생?
What, did she get it?
아이고.
Oh my god, this guy. Fucking weirdo.
아, 그동안 내 돈으로 그 안에 노세혈관이
Oh man. Jesus Christ. I don't want to see this.
한 사발 받아다가 오늘 밤 선지국이나 끓여 먹어야겠다.
정말이에요, 갚을게요.
아, 새끼.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That actually, like, genuinely made me shiver and want to look away. But so, did he, like, lend money from this guy, or...
아니요.
Because that's what it seems like. He actually owes him still.
저기 선생님.
Oh, don't tell me that he's gonna, like, take part in this
죄송한데
fucked up game now where he can get killed just to get the money or something.
아이, 새끼.
Dude, he really needs to be taught, like, some financial lessons. The last thing you do is
죄송한데
go into more debt and then gamble with it.
아까 드린 10,000원 좀.
Ah, man. I really wonder about his backstory.
왕목이한테
How he kind of became this way.
아, 요즘 모기가 얼마나 독한지. 아빠가 미안해.
'Cause this is honestly really like tragic so far.
그랬는데
괜찮아.
가영이 생일 선물 사왔지롱.
The fuck? Oh, I was gonna say, surely that's not a real one, right?
아이, 불까지 나오네. 야, 진짜 같다야. 그치? 어?
I don't think they're allowed to just carry that openly though.
아빠 또 혼날 것 같은데.
아, 그런가? 진짜 좋은 선물을 사줄게. 가영 약속.
내년 아빠
뭐?
아니야.
더 뭐가?
I'm not sure what that was about, but it's like she...
마지막에 1,000원어치만 더 주세요. 그 어묵 좀 많이 섞어.
There's something she didn't want to say. Maybe like... Maybe that she didn't expect him to even be around in a year or something, or what? That's honestly what I thought of, but... I'm guessing this is where things begin.
잠깐 시간 좀.
Yeah, this guy already seems shady.
그게 아니라 제가 오늘 선생님에게 그 좋은 기회를 드리고자.
What the fuck?
우리 불교 믿으니까 귀찮게 하지 말고 저리 가라고.
선생님, 저랑 게임 한번 하시겠습니까? 저랑 딱지치기를 하셔서 한 번 이기실 때마다 10만 원을 드리겠습니다.
I'm not sure how much 100,000 actually would be in the South Korean currency. Because earlier on, I think they were talking even about like 4 million or something, right? I imagine it's kind of in the like hundreds of euros / dollars.
맞지? 내가 이겼어. 너 이리 와. 나 면상이래 내 씨. 너 이거 안 놔 이 새끼?
10만 원입니다. 이런 거 며칠만 하시면 큰 돈을 벌 수 있습니다. 한번 해보시지 않겠습니까? 성기훈 씨, 오늘 신체 포기각서 쓰셨죠? 이제 대리기사로 일하고 있어요. 3년 전 이혼한 부인과 10살 딸이
He knows everything.
현재 채무액 사채 1억 6천, 은행 대출 2억 5천 5백.
너 뭔데 내 뒷조사를 해?
빈자리가 얼마 안 남았습니다.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's the other thing I do know about the show is the logo. I've seen it so many times now. Which is funny because it's like the PlayStation symbols without the cross.
배고파? 응? 자, 이거 봐.
I mean, that says a lot about his character that he's still willing to, you know, just feed the cat and stuff despite all his problems.
아이, 아이가 니한테 별 말 없더나.
무슨 말?
아이 지금 애랑 새 남편이랑 내년에 뭐
Oh, so that's what she didn't want to say.
미국으로 직장을 옮겨가.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, but in the first couple of minutes, I found this guy a little bit annoying because he already came across as so, like, irresponsible at his age. And now, honestly, I just find it really tragic.
먹고 밥에 넘어가네? 어?
And I genuinely, again, wonder what the backstory for him is, why he became this way, and why he, like, even though he's surrounded by a lot of people that are basically telling him to grow up and that are trying to show him the right way, he is the way he is, you know?
저 법정 안다커는 총각이 그러는데 애 아바이가 알을 키울 경제적인 그런 것만 된다고 보면은 알을 찾을 수 있다 카대.
안녕하십니까?
저 낮에 명함 받은 사람인데요.
게임에 참가를 원하십니까? 참가를 원하시면 기어의 이름과 생년월일을 말씀해 주세요.
Huh.
성기훈 씨,
Yeah, this isn't shady at all. Who the fuck is that guy?
게임하는 데까지는 여기서 얼마나 걸릴까요?
What are we getting ourselves into? I mean, I guess for that game they were specifically looking for people with like money problems and stuff, right? That's why they knew all about him. Because they know those people would say yes. What is this place?
야, 널 여기서 다 만나네. 어? 인연 눈깔 봐라. 성질은 여전하네.
Isn't this the exact same girl that he ran into?
네가 몇 대 맞는다고 뭐.
소매치기 너. 이씨.
Yep.
내 돈 내놔. 내 돈 어디 있어? 아이씨. 아씨 뭐야?
I genuinely find this whole thing creepy already, man. Just the music alone and then these guys with their suits.
모두 6개의 게임에 참가하시게 됩니다. 6개의 게임을 모두 이긴 분들께는 그에게 상금이 지급됩니다. 322번 정민태 채무 8억 8천, 119번 노상원 채무 13억 9천, 369번 박준 채무 9억. 지금 이 자리에
Yep.
계신 여러분,
So I guess just like I said, they are all in debt problems.
저랑 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다. 남은 인생을 빚쟁이들에게 쫓기며 쓰레기처럼 사시겠습니까? 아니면 저희가 드리는 마지막 기회를 잡으시겠습니까?
Honestly, I would still go. I'm not gonna lie.
무슨 게임 합니까?
I wonder if there's gonna be anybody not choosing to participate, and what, like, will they genuinely be able to get out? Eliminated.
이게 난가요?
The games may be terminated on a majority vote. Oh, so they can choose to quit and still get out alive if the majority chooses to? Yeah, I'm guessing that's never gonna happen. Because they'll start feeling like they're making such progress. I don't know, there's something so eerie about this already. That I'm like genuinely a little bit feeling tense. Man, this reminds me of the playgrounds they would have at like theme parks over here. This is so crazy. That dude looks like... I forgot what he was called. PlayStation used to originally have some type of mascot, like Polygon Man or whatever. He looks exactly the same. Yeah, that background is fake.
사고 많네.
Is that the guy, like the son from the person he was talking to? Yeah.
너 해외 출장 갔다고 하던데.
They like near the sea?
야, 저 뭐냐? 존나 이상하게 생겼네. 씨발 대가리 존나 크다.
첫 번째 게임은 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
Yes.
탈락.
병신 걸렸네.
What? Did he even, like, get shot or something? Or... Because you heard the sound, but...
야, 너 탈락이야 병신아. 개쇼하지 말고 일어나.
Oh, damn. Okay, he actually got shot. Don't move, you fucking idiots! Oh, they're so fucking dumb. Dude, our guy moved as well because he got pushed over by somebody, but that doesn't count, does it? Oh my god, dude. Half the fucking field is gonna be eliminated after this. The old guy is still alive. He seems like he's not even phased by the whole thing.
내 생각에 저 인형이 동작 감지 장치야. 앞 사람 등 뒤에 숨으면 감지되지 않아.
Oh. I guess she realized as well.
누구냐? 아까부터.
네 뒤통수 치면
이런 쌍년이.
지금 한 대 더 쳐줄까 네 뒤통수?
하지마 제발. 제발.
떨지 마 병신아. 그러다 걸리면 죽어.
나좀 살려주세요. 이거 놔요.
I don't think you will have time for that. Yep. How many are still alive? Like 100 maybe or something? Man, it would suck if you made it this far and then won't be able to cross the finish line in time now, because I assume there's gonna be some. Okay, so the other guy made it as well. Makes sense, because I assume they're all kind of characters we're gonna be following, of course. They didn't get screen time for no reason. Jesus. Oh, okay. That really looked like he wasn't gonna make it, but sure. Yeah, you're all fucked. Damn. Okay, that's quite the location. Wow. That was the first episode, guys. I will have a lot to process, to say the least. So, yeah, let's just go to the review. Alright, well, that was the very first episode of Squid Game. Loved it so far. I definitely, like, I gotta be honest, but I felt quite tense. Especially there nearing the you know, the last 30 minutes of the episode, basically, where the first game was beginning. But, yeah, you know, it's like, even though I kind of knew exactly, I guess, what to expect, it really didn't, like, surprise me anymore, having already heard that it was about, like, oh, them playing certain games and then people could get killed, right? So because of that, I knew exactly kind of what was coming, but it still felt very eerie, you know, the whole shady kind of organization that's leading this game or whatever is so weird. And, yeah, I just don't really know what to make of it yet, I guess. But I will say what surprised me probably the most was just the first half hour of the episode. And maybe that's even what I enjoyed more than the game itself that we ended on. Just because, like, I found our main character, and I still don't know how to, you know, pronounce his name really completely 100%, so forgive me for that. But, like, I found the main character kind of fascinating in the way that, like, again, I said this during the episode, but maybe that sounds a little judgmental or something, but it's not at all. But in the first maybe 5 to 10 minutes of the episode, I didn't know whether I kind of felt sorry for him or whether I found him in a way even annoying, because he just came across as super irresponsible, right? And, like, again, like, I didn't know his backstory and stuff, so I wasn't gonna judge him for it, but in the beginning, I didn't even know what to think of him. But as the episode progressed, I did start to feel more and more kind of sorry for him, and it really just makes me wonder, what is the backstory of this character, right? Like, what made him to become this way, to be so, again, irresponsible with his, you know, money especially, right? Like, he really didn't know how to deal with his money, and I, like, or how to handle money, and how, you know, like, how to just be, again, a responsible human being. And, like, that's the funny thing. I myself, if I can relate it to my own life, kind of, but in the recent year or something, I've really had sort of a wake-up call myself in terms of how money works and, you know, like, financial things. And I learned about investing, and, you know, I myself have been really dabbling into that and stuff. And I can recommend anybody to do so because, yeah, like, again, I'm trying to talk about the episode here, and I'm kind of just getting distracted now talking about my own life and my own situation. But learning about how money actually works and stuff has been a giant wake-up call for me, because, you know, if you ever try to kind of get out of the system, and if you're not kind of willing, I guess, to work until you're like 68 or whatever, retirement age, right? And you like being flexible, like me, kind of, you want to just do your own things and not be sort of like forced to do something that you don't enjoy, then learning about how money actually works is going to be a game changer, really. And yeah, again, like that's kind of what I myself learned in the past year. And clearly this guy, should have been following the same lessons. But that's, again, a big part of that is also education, I feel. And that's the thing, we're not really being taught those things in school. In school, you're just kind of being taught to become good at something, right? And that's why you also study. You have a particular, study that you do, and you get very good at one particular thing, and then they kind of expect you, the system kind of expects you to just do that particular thing that you're good at for the rest of your life, right? But that's how many people, don't really want to live their lives, I think. And again, like learning about money and about maybe entrepreneurship and, all that stuff can be very, very helpful in that regard. And we're not really being taught those things unless you specifically decide to look for it yourself. But like I said, that's a major distraction from this episode itself. But the guy, like, I'm not sure what his age is, but he looks like he's kind of 30, 35 years old or something like that, right? He already has a daughter. Clearly there were issues there too, right? Where obviously his wife left him. And so his daughter, it was mentioned that his daughter is actually moving to the US soon together with the ex-wife. And like, that's probably also why he decided to take part in this game, right? Because being financially stable is the only way of actually, being able to put a stop to the daughter moving. So, it's just kind of like, it's tragic to me. And he also had those people who he owed money to, and they threatened him, and they put that thing in his nose, which gave me the shivers. Like I said, he started kind of as a guy that I found a little bit annoying because of how irresponsible that he was behaving, but he ended up I ended up feeling very sorry for him, and again, wondering how he became that way and what would have been needed to make him see differently, if that makes sense, right? And mainly just like, okay, surely there must be a reason for why he became this way, and that's what I would want to know. So I really hope that they delve into the backstory in later episodes too. But he's a good guy, we saw that with like the the little scene there where he was feeding the cat and all that stuff. And then it basically just ended on the game itself. Again, we see that like 456 people, I think it was in total. They all get, obviously, they all decide to kind of take part in this. I didn't expect that many people to already die in the very, very first game. But I guess it was kind of inevitable looking at how they... Like, that's usually how it goes, right? You also see that in, for example, the games that we play. Like, I think about the Battle Royale genre, of course, right? Which, I guess this is sort of... this is, like, eerily similar to Battle Royale games. But what you also see there is that actually, like, maybe half of the player base usually dies already within the first couple minutes. So... it makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, I feel like the people here, they kind of knew what they had signed up for, right? It talked about them being eliminated. Again, the whole thing was shady from the start with how they got, like, basically, I'm not sure what the word is, but they were put to sleep, right? In the cars and then driven to this secret location. You should have known that this whole stuff was shady in the first place. Also, where you wake up, this large room with 400 people all there on their beds that are all like on top of each other. It's like, I wouldn't have so easily signed up for this whole thing. And so I also wouldn't have been surprised, that if you get eliminated here, that means you're actually killed. Then again, most of them just like ended up panicking completely when they saw the first guy there getting shot. And so they all just, I guess, got eliminated by themselves. I thought it was a little bit like, I probably would have tried to remain calm and just stay still in that moment. Although I understand, of course, that, they reacted in complete panic. But, other than that, there's a couple of characters that have been introduced right now, which I assume they're all going to play larger roles, right? There was the son of the woman he talked to earlier on in the episode, who he went to school with and stuff. He apparently also got in debt. There was the woman who, ended up running away with his money probably, right? The money kind of fell through his shirt or whatever. And so the woman apparently like got that. She also had problems with this other guy, right? So that's like a big character. Then there's the old guy we've seen. I assume all of them, like, again, they got their own moments. They got some screen time already, and that's because they're gonna play larger roles. So I already expected them not to die in this particular episode, and that's exactly what we saw. So curious to learn more about them. Yeah, and then other than that, like the only thing I can really, I guess, still talk about is that they mentioned how there's going to be 6 games in total, right? Over the course of 6 days. So this has been the first one. There's 5 left now, but there is 9 episodes in total. So at first it made sense to me that like, oh, every episode is kind of going to focus on one particular game. But clearly that's not going to happen. So it makes me wonder kind of what the division is going to be like. Maybe there's going to be kind of some episodes in between particular games that will just dive more into the characters and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, I'm curious to see how that's all going to play out. But for now, you know, I really enjoyed this very first episode. I think I've given enough thoughts because I see I've been talking for about 9 minutes. So this was great, man. This was great. And I look forward very much to diving into episode 2. So that's what I will be doing. And of course, you know, you will be seeing my reactions to those in the upcoming weeks. The plan for now is to upload 1 episode, I think, each week on YouTube. So most likely every Wednesday is when I'm going to be doing that. And of course, as I mentioned earlier on, you can already watch the next 3 episodes. That's episode 2, 3, and 4, my reactions to them on Patreon, which will be linked on top of the description, as well as full-length reactions if you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. They are actually quite long. This first episode was like an hour long, so again, I won't be able to show the full thing. So if you want to watch my reaction to the full thing and stuff, you can do that, like I said, on Patreon, which will be linked on top of the description. But for now, thank you all for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I won't be reading the comments yet as I'm watching this show, obviously, for spoiler purposes, but I'll make sure to check them out as soon as I'm done, because there's only 9 episodes, so this won't be like too long of a ride. So that's, yeah, that's cool. And then I look forward very much, like I said, to diving into episode 2. Thanks for watching, everybody.